like, I'm dead. So it doesn't matter if I leave. Oh, no! She broke her kneecaps, bruh! Hello, and welcome to the channel. I want to start off by saying that this game, right off the bat, I'm really happy about it. I have been enjoying it a lot. I've only played it for 30 hours before making this video, but oh my god, like this game, it was way more fun than I even thought it was gonna be. To be fair, I didn't really go in with a lot of expectations, but I will be doing a review. Obviously, that's why you're here, of this game, and I will be fair and try to be as as fair as possible. Like, the game's not perfect. I'm not going to try and act like it is, but for the amount that it's worth, like, it's $7, $7 US, and it's super fun. At this time of the review, though, this game is in early access, so do keep that in mind. That I don't think it's officially out yet, like where they want it to be. But they've got some things planned already, and we're gonna see some updates soon. At the time of this video, so let's talk about the first thing. Let's talk about how this game works and the objective. So it's an asymmetrical game where you have 4 survivors and 1 specter. The specter's goal is to kill all the survivors. That's their only goal. The survivor's goal you can either eliminate the specter or you can escape from the specter. How you escape is by doing 3 rituals. To start a ritual, you have to find an incense and place it at one of the altars, and then you have to drive a nail into that altar, because the body comes down after you set off the incense, and then you begin to pray. Now, once you start praying, the progress can be stopped. It can be diminished by getting interrupted by failing a skill check. And if you complete it all the way, that's 1 out of 3 that you have to complete. As you can see at the top left of the screen, there's 3 rituals you need to complete in order to escape. Per completing 1 ritual, you get 10% damage. You can do an additional 10% damage to the specter. At 2 rituals, it's 50% damage. And at 3 rituals, which is the last ritual you need, there is 100% damage. So an item that would normally do like 4 damage turns to 40 now. Pretty simple objectives, but that's not even the half of this game. There's so much more to it, and that being that you have perks for both the survivors and the specter. You also have different abilities. Every survivor has a different ability, as well as every killer. The abilities are all different. I think the only thing that's not different for a specter is that they are able to go invisible, which allows them to walk faster and be unseen, mostly unseen from the survivor's point of view. The survivor can see like a little bit of shadow, like the smoke. Some of the stages will give off like a warning that they're invisible, such as like the phone going off inside of the hospital. There's 7 different items that you can use to help yourself survive and to help your teammates survive. How you use these items to survive and how you use the items to help your teammates survive, there's a bit of a learning curve to it, but it's not that difficult. It's one of those like simple to understand, hard to master type thing. Specters don't have anything special except for whatever their power is. So there's nothing in the arena that they can interact with outside of just breaking down a wall or breaking down a door. Specters also come with a force field that they can protect themselves with, stopping them from getting stunned or taking damage. This force field is also limited time. One of the bad things about this game at the moment is the matchmaking. The matchmaking will put you with people overseas sometimes, or it will bring people from overseas into the match or the lobby. And before you can even ready up, some people can choose to leave the match should they choose to. And it makes sense as to why they would, because they can see their ping and they can see what server they're connected to. So if you are a US player and the lobby is set for, you know, an Asian server, you probably don't want to play on an Asian server because it will be a high ping and it will kind of make the game frustrating as things aren't closely aligned as to where they need to be. On the other hand, about matchmaking in the lobby system, you can see the killer's name as well. Sorry, Spectre. And you can also see the Spectre's level. You can see everybody's level in the lobby. And I think that will be a deterrent in the future for people to duck out of a match, which will make it harder to find a match later on. Right now, the game has 3 unlockable characters. One of them you have to do paid currency for. It's currently $3.50 to be able to get the paid currency and unlock that character. The other 2 characters, one of the extra Spectres and one of the extra Survivors, you can earn through playing the game and getting the in-game currency called Bullet Coin. This game does also have a party system, up to 4 players in the same party. They also have a lore. I don't want to say lore system, but you know, this game does have a lore in it. There is no in-game voice chat. I don't think they plan on adding that. I haven't heard anything about it. The leveling system, I'm not sure what the cap is at the time of this video. I'm at level 15. I haven't really seen anybody higher. There probably will be when I get on later tonight. But it's not... I don't think it matters. The only thing it matters with is unlocking perks. So the only way that you can unlock some of the perks is by getting your level up. I do believe that there is a penalty for quitting. I have not tested this or tried to quit myself yet. I have heard other players talk about it though. So you can duck out of a lobby, but it won't be penalized. However, if you go into a match and you quit, there will be an issue. Should somebody quit out of your match, a voting system pops up asking if you want to continue the match. So it asks all the remaining players left if they want to continue the match. So whoever the majority is, if the majority of the players want to continue the match will move on. Should the majority of the players not want to continue the match will abruptly end. This game does make it easy on you as far as communicating with your teammates in the game. There is a shortcut for communication. They have communication stickers such as like, I have the key item, the Spectre's over here. You can say that you're currently the decoy. You can ask for help. You can tell somebody to cover you. You can also say fight. So should you want to try to rally everybody to fight the Spectre, you can do that. There's also like a sticker that says no. So, and these are all like on your number pads by default. I have not encountered too many bugs myself in this game. Out of 30 hours, I have only probably encountered maybe like 5 at best. And they weren't even that game breaking to the point where it was just like, oh, well, I don't want to play this game anymore because of that one particular bug. So the fact that I haven't really run into too many bugs is a pretty good thing for an early access game. I have not seen a ranking system. There is a leveling system, and you can see your own statistics, but I have not seen anything based on rank at all. I don't think with the matchmaking that there's any type of system in place saying that only level 1s can play with people from like level 1 to 5 or anything like that. Like, I've seen level 10s in the same lobby as a level 1 before. Currently, the game has 2 maps. At the moment, I only know of another Spectre coming to the game. I don't know when or if they plan on including maps. I can only imagine that they're going to include more, but the 2 maps that are currently out, it's actually really fun. Both of the maps have multiple ways to get away from the Spectre and give you some time to breathe. Speaking of having time to breathe, when you are revived by a teammate, which I forgot to mention this earlier, if you die, you do have a chance to be revived. You have 1 chance to make that second life count. But when you are revived, you have a green bubble around you, protecting you from any and all damage. And I believe your stamina doesn't deplete either. I'm not too sure. However, because of that, you do have a chance to take a breather and get away from the Spectre, so that the Spectre they can tunnel you, but you're still able to, you have a fighting chance. And if you're a good enough survivor, you're going to give that Spectre a run for their money. Speaking of getting revived, when you are defeated, or when you do die in the game for the first time, you turn into a soul, and your soul just sits on the ground. You can't move or anything like that. You can switch through you can spectate all your teammates, but the killer does have a chance. Like, the killer can stay on top of that soul, but keep in mind that the killer can be stunned. If two people go in at the same time, maybe somebody rallies up and says, hey, cover me. Maybe all three survivors go in there at the same time and try to save you. Like, the killer quote unquote camping your soul, I don't think is in the best intentions of the killer. Right now, this game is currently only on PC. There's no controller support for this game. You cannot change your movement keys at all. You can't change it from WASD. I think you have to play it with WASD on your keyboard. Another thing is that there is no custom frame counter. You can switch your frames from like 30, 60, 144, and no limit. You can put no limit on your frames, but as far as like being able to put in what you want, it won't be possible. And I was a little bummed out by that, because like I have a 165 hertz monitor, but there was no 165 hertz selection in there. And sometimes I don't want the frames to go uncapped and go unlimited, because I do stream at the same time. But unfortunately, my computer runs low, even though the frames are uncapped. For each time you level up, they will offer you but they will give you a greed pot. When you take this greed pot, you can use it and obtain an item from an item list. And it's a bunch of items that they have in the green pot, ranging from like legendary to rare, or I think common even. But you can also spend money on these greed pots to obtain certain items that are only cosmetics, but you can't obtain them anywhere else, even if you wanted to buy them. So it's kind of like a Overwatch system, basically. You are able to use cosmetics on your survivors as well as your Spectre, and you can put those items on or take them off as you want. I am a sweaty tryhard, so I probably won't be putting a whole lot of items on my survivors, but some of them are pretty nifty and pretty fun to look at, while others are just really silly, and they'll obviously just make you laugh, and people for the more casual group won't really care for the items that show up on their survivor or Spectre. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't think I would ever spend money on the greed pot personally. I did, however, spend $20 just to have enough money to get all three characters, and I still had like 2,000 in-game current or paid currency left. Each killer or each survivor, should you choose to buy them, was $3.50 US dollars, essentially. So that wasn't too bad, considering again that the game itself is $7. I was saving this more so for the end of the video, but a lot of people like to compare this game to Dead by Daylight. I do not like that comparison whatsoever, because that's like comparing Far Cry to Call of Duty. They may be of the same genre, but they are two totally different games, and you'll come to realize that the more you watch or the more you play this game. It's very different in the fact that, you have stamina, you have items that you can use, you can kill the Spectre or, your killer. The matchmaking is different. It's just, you've got different perks to use. There's so many different things about this game that the more I play it, the less I see Dead by Daylight in it. This game is fast paced, it's rewarding, it's amazing, it's super fun. I really can't wait to see what they're going to do with this game in the future. And I'm probably going to be spending a lot of time on this game. This isn't really a game that I've been playing and like I think I'll get upset with. Not to say that I normally get upset with games, competitively, but like there's nothing like you just play to play. I'm okay with there not being a ring system, but who knows? Like maybe the community will ask for it and they'll, throw it in there and give other people stuff to strive for other than just levels or trying to build up their bullet coins to unlock more perks. The game itself, on a core level, it's just so much fun, and I love the pacing of it. I love everything that I've been playing about it so far. I mean, I even did an 18-hour stream of it, and I just, who knows? Maybe it'll change like later on. Like I said, I've only played for 30 hours so far, and I think it's just, yeah, I'm excited. I've been really excited, and I just can't wait to see it. My biggest problem, as mentioned before, is just the matchmaking. I hope that we won't be able to see levels and be able to see our killer's name, or the Spectre's name. They really got to get away with that. But yeah, new maps, new Spectres, new survivors. Even it's just going to be really fun, and I'm having such a blast. Thank you for checking out this video. If you made it this far, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe buttons, and please leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the game. Tell me what you have experienced so far if you've been playing. Tell me if you're not playing and you're interested in it, if you're thinking about dropping the money on it. Obviously, my stance on it. I've been trying to drag so many of my friends to come and play this game. I've even, I think I bought this game for somebody already too, but yeah, just let me know what you guys are thinking, what you guys are feeling about it. Even if you don't like it, like tell me that too. Tell me why. Like I'm very interested and I want to know what's going on. Thanks for listening, and I will see you guys in the next one.